Moon and rising in Venus. So much. Welcome to this space. I'm Cecilia.eyvaa, and I'm here to do your April reading. And we're going to take a look at your mental aspects, your mind. We're going to take a look at your body, your physical aspects, and not only the physical body, but the environment that you're in. We're going to take a look at the hair thing. Is I don't have anything to blame it on, except for my own vanity. Anyway, what I heard when I started up this video and this space for you, I heard divine light, and then I heard divine timing. I hear that now. And then I heard divine intervention. So there might be that you've been actually asking for kind of assistance from your team, or just like help to get out of a situation. It could also be that to help to get into a situation. Maybe you're looking for a new position in life. Maybe you're looking for a new place to move to. Maybe you want to go somewhere, travel somewhere, meet somebody. Maybe you want to stop meeting somebody, whatever it is. It could be health related, it could be economy, we'll see. Whatever it is, I hear that, your divine time is your divine team. It's right there with you. I'm seeing a lot of angelic light. I'm seeing a lot of amethyst energy. Here we have the amethyst actually, but I'm seeing like the radiance of that purple, what is it called? It's a lavender kind of energy. It's not the energy of transmutation. Many people talk about not the purple light. I'm not getting it now at all, but it's not the energy of transmutation. It's not the same color as the third eye. It's not about that. It's more like this lavender haze, this energy of like really cleansing and things flowing into right position and right time and right moment for you. And you have this divine intervention waiting for you, which is beautiful. So my Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here with me. I am so happy that you're here. I am myself Sagittarius Venus, so I am totally understanding, at least on an emotional level and a creative level, where you're at, yeah? What to say? Astrologically, there's not that much to say, except, we all have transitions, and we're all affected by Pluto going into Aquarius, which is your, second house, if you're Sagittarius rising. Anyway, you can take a look at in your chart where it's at. So you'll find out how it will affect you. If it is to do with third house, then it's all about your creativity. So it's great that I mentioned it actually, because we do need to work our creativity a lot here, and our view on our creativity will actually change if we're Sagittarius rising or just have strong connections to Sagittarius. I myself have a stellium. I have a stellium in Sagittarius. So I have many planets in Sagittarius, and I am very much that Sagittarian energy where I always want to be on the move. I'm always aiming for the new expansion of my horizons, and it can very much be my inner knowledge, loving to learn, loving to travel, loving to learn new stuff, and also to see things from a higher perspective, but in a very directed kind of way. Yeah. But what we want to do now with our creativity is we want to morph our view, and we're going to do that for the next, 10 years, if not more, 19 maybe even, I'm hearing. Our view on creativity is going to be deeply transforming. And even if you're like not in a creative business, whatever it is that you are creating is actually also going to pass on that transformation to others. That's what I'm hearing. So we're going to get some divine intervention in regards to that too, I'm hearing. But then we also have Mars in Cancer, heading towards Leo, right? We have Jupiter going through Aries, heading towards, I saw 446, so that's 410. So there's some kind of ending to some kind of home situation, or a former kind of stability is ending. What did I say? Yeah, Jupiter going through Aries, that's right. And so heading towards Taurus. So with Aries being your, fifth house, that's also your creativity. So you'll have a lot of luck in creative pursuits, and maybe like your higher learning is actually bonding in some degree with what you are putting out into the world. Now, let's get into the cards. Yep. I'm going to try to keep this actually pretty quick. I know that I need that, but also I feel like that's what you need. Like no more, I'm hearing, no more tipping around on tippy toes. No more, what do you call it? A cat around hot porridge, or whatever you say. You know, no more like trying to walk on glass, right? Because this time around you want to be like not trying even to walk on water. You don't want to like think that you're like all that. Like I feel like you've had a major ego death like just the last few years. So my beautiful Sagittarius, it sounds to me like you're way more expansive but way more grounded, which is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now Sagittarius, let's take a look at your mental space, okay? Mental space for April. Go back in. Mental space for April. So I saw there is somebody or something that's coming in as a love offer in your mental space, but you're like, no, let's not think about it. No, let's not think about it. So you're taking your mind off of that, or at least you're directing your energy elsewhere, okay? Your mental space, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in April, please. Mental space. There we go. The Ace of Cups. That's much better than the Page of Cups. Not having to neglect yourself and offering yourself and extending yourself in a shy way or being insecure. No more insecurities. You're all about opening your heart, and your mind is on that wish fulfillment of your heart being open. Now listen to me. You see the sun here in the water. There is alchemy in this. There's so much alchemy in having a strong sense of heart, an agile heart, a very, what do you call it? Like a virtuous heart. There is beauty in this. And I feel like your mind is on things that actually also makes you feel this way. So whatever doesn't make you feel this way, you're not going to pay a lot of attention to, which is awesome too. And I feel like this is also like where you want to be at mentally. So this is an awesome card to have in April. The cup is overflowing, meaning that you're in a mind state where everything is coming to you. You don't feel like there is any problems or issues needing to be solved. Everything will resolve itself. And the cup is overflowing also talks about, you know, always seeing the cup as never empty. There's never a lack. There's always coming in more, and you're full of resources, but you're also full of abundance, and there's this faith and this trust in it. So you're definitely on the right path if you're manifesting things. Keep that up, my loves. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. And I'm hearing whoever's trying to harness your energy won't be able to, because you're in this state of mind and also state of being, I would say. Now let's take a look at your physical space, your physical environment, how this interacts with your 3D realm and your 3D world, yeah? Whoops, 2 cards. So we have the Queen of Wands and we got the 5 of Cups. So there's definitely some sort of grief or rejection here. Or some kind of loss even, I would say, which is interesting because your mind is set on overflowing things. So maybe you're actually, you know, turning your other cheek to things that you can, like, that cannot serve you any further. Or it could be that you're dealing with somebody who is the Queen of Wands energy, which is also, it could be another fire sign. There could be another, it could be another Sagittarius, for example. Could be somebody that's a Leo or an Aries. But I feel as well like this is a lot of you, my loves. She's sassy, she's strong, she's powerful, she knows what she wants. But perhaps this energy, this fire energy, will actually cause some form of grief in your physical reality. We're going to take a look at what that is. But also allowing the grief to move through you, allowing the grief and the feeling of losing something to move through you, allowing the sadness to like water you, then the fire comes in. So again, there's a lot of alchemy. I'm gonna write alchemy down. You know I love alchemy, I write alchemy everywhere, but I feel like there's strong alchemy in your reading in April, my loves. All right, we're gonna go deeper into that soon. Now, let's take a look at your spiritual space. My lovely Sagittarius, Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in your spiritual space, which talks about your connection to God, universe, source, creator. Three of Wands. So there's some form of anticipation, and that could be, you know, that divine intervention coming in actually. But there's some form of anticipation. But again, this goes so well hand in hand. Like your mind is exactly where your spirit and your soul is. Like you're so connected, and you could have been meditating a lot, or at least, you know, doing some inner alchemy or some inner work. Because when this is here, we know that there is a constant fulfillment, there is a constant overflowing, there is no lack. And when we're here, we know we cannot see yet what is to come. We just know that it'll come. So here you feel how it'll feel when it comes, because it has already arrived. And now here spiritually, you're not expecting it, you're anticipating it. There's a big difference. And I'm hearing also too the Big Dipper, so it has something to do with the stars, the Big Dipper. Please take a look at what is it in Ursa Major. Take a look at the star map and how it connects to you. What is a Big Dipper about? Maybe you've had a Big Dip too, you know. But that is still, you know, like, don't anticipate the Big Dip. Again, just anticipate, like, there's this new start I'm feeling with you guys, and it's been a slow coming start, but now it's like heading towards you even faster. And what's coming after the Three of Wands is the Four of Wands, which is celebration, family, home, security, and resources, which again goes hand in hand with where you're at, what you're going. Beautiful. We're going to go deeper into this very soon. We're going to take a look at your heart space. And listen, if I talk too fast, you can always slow it down in the replay. No worries. There's a lot of information coming through, and I speak this quick because I want to get everything through. Yeah. Now, let's see what's in your heart space for April. My beautiful Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Saggy, 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 Saggy. I love you, Saggies. Let's see. Okay, I'm curious here. It's like this, maybe this is what you're anticipating, you know, your heart is being filled. Well, there's a lot that's coming in. Your heart is being filled, but with what? We got the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like in your heart space, you are holding on. I'm hearing for dear life, but also I'm hearing the deer and headlights, you know, where you are almost like paralyzed. Like you are the deer and there's headlights and you're like, you know, if I don't move, they will not see me. It's almost like you're caught off guard and then you like connect yourself. I don't feel like this is a fear-based energy. I feel like more it's like you try to collect yourself in order to not be seen or heard because you're just so stunned with whatever this is that touches your heart too. We're going to go deeper into this actually right now. But I want you to be mindful of what these different symbols symbolize. And it's not only about money, because in your heart space, you know, it's what your heart is desiring. So you desire financial security, you desire stability, but it's also like the rune of strength and of agility. And so we don't want to hold on too tight, but there's definitely a good thing, at least in this, I feel like holding on to what is ours and being not defensive about our heart, but protective. So the deer can either choose to like run, like walk on, or just be still and choose if they want to interact or not. And that's where I'm like you're at. Let's just see if there's one more card here for Four of Pentacles. No, they're saying, okay. So let's go deeper into this, my loves. I'm aiming on this being half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, my loves, because I need to do something else. But I enjoy every minute of this with you, and I'm so happy that you're here. If you do want a personal reading, well, I see the Wands right here, so I told you this was going to come in, and it is in connection to some kind of financial stability too. That is slowly growing, my love, slowly growing. If you do want a personal reading, you'll find the link in the description box. There is an email address, my email address, and it is not spam. I see the High Priestess too, so you could be dealing with the Pisces, but also, you know, it's something coming in from Pisces season. It also talks about withdrawing, like I told you, you know, the deer in the headlights, like withdrawing, like detaching from the situation and not acting into fear and not being in the freeze mode, but rather like changing the perspective, almost like the hangman, from the freeze mode to like stillness and presence and like what is mine, what is happening, what is actually here. We're going to go deeper and see what the Four of Pentacles is about and why it is there in the first place, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Seeing the Nine of Swords too. So there could be some worrisome. I see some fear here in your heart, my loves. So let's check it out. What is the Four of Pentacles about, please? Chariot. You do want movement. Could definitely be that you're interacting with Cancer. This also signifies engines, cars, movement. So it's funny that I talked about a deer in the headlights with a car, you know. Some kind of movement happening swiftly. And so that's also why you're like, more like collecting yourself. Like you need to collect yourself heart-wise. But I see like both, like you see, I'm hearing the song Both Sides now with Joni Mitchell. I'm gonna write it down. And it talks about seeing both sides, seeing both the black and the white, seeing both the light and the dark, and seeing that there's really no difference to it. And like standing in the background, observing and seeing, okay, nor this or this is correct. The true correctness of like seeing both sides is the High Priestess energy, actually, is where you take a step back and you like, I observe, I don't absorb, I really know nothing about the situation, and all I can do is to witness it, which is beautiful. And it's almost like this, you know, feminine kind of energy, but still very feisty and beautiful. And also I'm seeing here that there's a lot of, again, not your guard up, but like protecting what is rightfully yours in your heart. Let's see what it is you're protecting. What it is that you're protecting in your heart space. Well, here we go. Here we have the Empress, the soft, beautiful Empress, the Venus energy. Definitely you could be dealing with a Cancer, you could have Cancer placements, or you could have Libran or Venusian, let's see, Taurus placements as well. But it talks about, you know, like this fertility, this softness. You are protecting your feminine side, but you're not protecting it in a defensive way, more like you're holding on to what is rightfully yours, like I said. But in order for us to receive something, we need to open up. And when we open up, we need to be in trust. And it looks to me like you're working pretty damn hard on being there. And like you're in April, like you're there. But sometimes it takes a tower moment. It seems to me like you've already had that tower moment. You've already had a death moment. You could have been dealing with a Scorpio, somebody a Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon. Okay, so let's move on and let's see what is it that you're anticipating in spirituality with the Three of Wands. Whoa, flying out in reverse, actually. Well, oh. So there's a return of a soulmate, a return of a new beginning, or a restart, or there was some kind of new beginning that didn't happen. New beginning in love that just didn't happen. It came up like this. Three of Wands is also a delay, and the delay could be actually that. It's funny because I did this delay, I did my own cards earlier this morning, and thought it was also the Six of Pentacles in reverse, or sorry, Six of Cups in reverse. And the Six of Cups in reverse talks about, you know, not being able to be in touch with that innocence, not being able to be in touch with that beautiful, you know, childlike energy, not being able to fulfill a certain karmic destiny. However, I do want to tell you that if you had a new beginning with somebody that is a karmic partner or a karmic cycle, this being in reverse, it doesn't have to be bad. It can actually be pretty good, because if there was a new start with something that was old and maybe you just revised it and you're like, whoa, like, let's not go there again. I don't want a fresh start in this. I don't want to be a fool in this again, or don't want to be fooled by the innocence in this karmic relationship, because I'm done with that karma. That could be it too, my beautifuls. Let's go a little bit deeper and see what it's about. Let's just one more card for these two reverse cards, please. What is this about? Oh my. Oh yeah. Yeah, you definitely unchose a situation, or situation is unchosen. There's some form of not neglect, but just like, no, I see the cup, I feel the cup, it's right there. Just, I'm fine right here, you know? Also talks about needing emotional security, needing emotional safety, and whatever this was just didn't do it for you. You know, relationships is all forms of relationship. Karmic relationship doesn't have to be even a person. It could talk about, you know, the way that you handle things, the way that you embark on things. And knowing you, Sagittarius, I feel like whatever fresh start this was that had like this oomph to it, it just didn't happen. Like it just went up like, you know, like a shooting rocket. And then suddenly, you know, after all the firework and everybody's happy, they realize the rocket is not working. And it's just like, all right, it's coming down. Smashed to the ground. We have this saying in Swedish called platt som en pannkaka, which means we say pancake, right? But our pancakes are super flat. And so it's like when we flip a pancake, it just lands flat. That's kind of the epiphany of it, right? Maybe also you're flipping a side to things. Maybe you're flipping a side note. Whatever, we're going to ask actually what the spiritual intervention is about. What is the spiritual intervention about, please, for my beautiful Sagittarius? What is the spiritual intervention about? All right, a spiritual intervention is about knowing a truth about a love offer, and it could talk about somebody that has water placements. Again, I mentioned Cancer, I mentioned Scorpio, and I mentioned Pisces, so all of these above. And it talks about a revelation in regards to some kind of love offering. Could also be that you're offering your cup to somebody, but it's not a fulfilling cup. Doesn't look like it's a fulfilling cup, at least. There's some kind of epiphany, and either you're cutting it away or you're super trimming it, I would say. So this is also why there's a delay. If you're waiting for some kind of divine timing to come in, I hear all in divine timing, all in divine order. So everything is as it should be. It just feels to you like things should move quicker. But due to this, it was a delay, and things need to be rearranged and trimmed out, but also let in. There could be certain things that needs to be let in. Maybe you're letting go of somebody has an Aries placement or Gemini placement and bringing in somebody that is Pisces, for example, or water placements. Anyway, let's move on. Let's see what Five of Cups is about, because it's definitely related to this spiritual matter. What is the Five of Cups about, please, for my beautiful Sagittarius? I'm hearing freeze, you know. There's a lot of freeze moments. I'm hearing this Beyoncé song, Get Embodied. And the long version of it, where she sings, get embodied, ain't no shame, cause I gotta get mine. Of my shoes, come on boy, let me work on you. And she sings, flick to the camera now, flick. It's almost like this. It's like cameras are flicking, headlights, strobe lights are on you. But now you're like, well, you know, I see things clearer. I'm getting embodied into my truth. And I know exactly how to alchemize the situation, which is awesome. It's awesome. We're getting 2 8s here with a 5 of Cups. So there's 8 of Wands, and then there's 8 of Pentacles. Something that you worked really, really hard on is swiftly changing. And I'm saying changing because I don't see it ending per se. Could be, but it's swiftly changing, and there's metamorphosis to it. There's immediate growth. You've been working hard on something. Maybe also Five of Cups talk about like you've been working hard and not getting any reciprocity back. But since you're in this mind space of like being in a knowing that everything is truly yours already, I'm also being drawn to this mantra that I actually sing a lot. With his name is Michael 7. He's on Instagram and he's on Spotify, and he says, everything that I need, I already have. Everything that I have is all that I need. Anything I desire, I will receive, because my reality is created by me. And then he sings energy. And I feel like there's a lot of energy here. So something is coming in swiftly to you. You're getting a lot of work done, but you're also getting either promoted or like, you know, what do you call it? Like uplifted or seen or heard, or there's a lot of attention on your work, and whatever has been draining you is now like, you know, lifting you up. I'm hearing. There's also this song, Lifting You Up. Lift me up. Is that with, what's his name? I don't remember. Okay, let's see. The Queen of Wands. What is she about? The Queen of Wands. Who or what is the Queen of Wands? I just feel like that's you, my loves. I just feel like that's you. Oops. No, I don't feel like that's it. There was King of Pentacles, but here we go. Yeah, there we go. It is connected to your heart space. We have the 4 of Pentacles twice. So that's a very important. 4 is a magic number. I'm hearing instead of 3 is a magic number. 4 is a magic number. So this could be a lucky number actually, and April is the number 4 of the month. The month number 4, sorry. So that could be your lucky number. 4 is actually a very stable number, and it looks to me like you're super stable. And whenever this change is happening, whatever the situation is, whatever is leaving you and then coming in new, you've manifested it, my loves. You've manifested it, and I must say, there's nothing wrong. Usually the 4 of Pentacles feels like, you know, I call it the Meister, somebody that's trying to control the situation or hold on too tight. But here, if you look at his face, let's see if you can zoom in on him. No, you can't zoom in. I don't have that. Well, anyway, he looks well rested. He looks at ease. He doesn't look too strained. So to me, I just have a feeling in regards to this whole reading that the 4 of Pentacles is about you having both of your feet on the ground, you knowing what is close to your heart, you're crowning yourself with what you want, you're super aligned, and you're not giving yourself away too easily, which I love, Sagittarius, about you, that you sometimes do. You just give of your knowledge, of your fiery, beautiful energy, of your joy and of your passion. But this time around, I feel like you're not doing it. You're protecting your innocence, you're protecting feminine energy. And there's a lot about this energy, like feminine energy, being protected, being what is rightfully yours. And like, it's almost like somebody's trying to take that coin away from you. You're like, no, it's mine. I worked for it. It's mine. I'm going to keep it. Thank you. Bye-bye. You know, moving on. Even though there's grief, I feel like you're moving on from something karmic that was flipped on its side. And you're like, you know, hold your horses, freeze, you know, turning on the brakes. Some kind of karmic situation that started again or began again is now like, you know, handbrake on. You're like, stop, no. Or your spirit team, that could be the divine intervention. Your spirit team is like, no, you know, that's not happening. Let's redo this situation again. Yeah, let's do it something else. So I see also here in the past, we had the 3 of Swords. So there could be something in relationship to that. Could be dealing with the earth sign, fire sign. But I see a lot of energy of water here too. Let's take a look at the Ace of Cups and see what that's about. Yeah, Ace of Cups from beautiful Sagittarius. We got 2 here. Wow, look at that. Could actually be dealing with somebody in love. This looks like there's a water sign, and then there's an air sign, a feminine energy of the air and the masculine energy of the water. If you're dealing with somebody in love, your mind is definitely on that. Just know that air and water can get pretty stormy, you know? So you do want that earth and fire energy to keep that solidification and alchemization. So you don't want to miss out on that. However, the feminine energy is in her truth. The masculine energy is in his feelings. So again, I feel like this has to do also with the Capricorn reading. If you haven't watched that, please watch that. It says to become one. And it is talking about, you know, the masculine being in the feminine space and the feminine being in masculine space. So what you want to do is you want to rearrange that so it like is in a balanced state of being. Yeah. Let's see if there's one more card for the Ace of Cups and for these 2 cards. Yeah, there is. Yeah. There is a lack of communication, but that lack of communication actually assists you. There is a withdrawal of words I'm hearing. This withdrawal of words gets you into a space where you need to be mentally and focus on your heart instead of like so much mind. Yeah. So let's see, my beautiful Sagittarius, what's in your oracle deck for you in April. My loves. My loves. But also, you know, the masculine in the feminine space and the feminine and masculine space could also talks about, you know, merging polarities and again, alchemy. We got 44 as your number, which is again the 4, right? 4. So now we have 4 and we got 46 before too, and that's 6 again. So it's a lot of talk about, you know, stabilizing some kind of cycle and ending some kind of cycle that has been unstable and now is being stable. So you're moving this wheel of time, but I'm also feeling that because it says sustainability, I also feel like it has to do with you needing to be harmonized. And again, all in due time, all in divine timing. And when you're in this meditative space, which is awesome, my beautifuls, you just know how to master time and space. And you just know that everything is exactly as how it should be. And everything will come in due time. And things that have had its time and doesn't need new timing. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? You feeling me in this? Good. 44. 4 is definitely Number 4 is your magical number, my loves, for this 4th month of the year. Whoops. Now, if you do want a personal reading with me, like I told you, you can email me and I'll let you know what I have available and what I do. And it's pretty much like this. I am going to send you a video of my reading. If you do want a quantum healing reading, we're going to do that live. If you do want to try out a quantum healing meditation with me, I have one actually up right now. It's called the Tree Prayer. And there's a link in the description box. You could just try for free as many times as you want. I want you to be in a meditative space and just receive whatever this is gifting you with. And again, if you want to contribute to my channel even more, there's a PayPal link and you can donate, of course. I also want to point out that what is really, really, really helping me the most and what's bringing most joy to my life is your presence here. And you liking, you watching, you commenting brings so much joy to me, and I love doing this. So thank you, Sagittarius. Thank you. It looks to me like you're alchemizing the situation very, very well. And you're moving through difficulties with ease and with grace. Almost like a deer, right? A deer is very majestic. Very majestic, very much integrity, very much in centered and alignment, and a deep sense of knowing that everything you put in energy will give back energy to you, okay? Beautiful. I feel so much love. Thank you. Thank you. Have an amazing, amazing April, and I'll see you soon.